Restrictions ease in parts of the country. Many have grown accustomed to quarantine life, and that includes many with a routine that includes more alcohol, leading to another serious issue. And NewsNation correspondent Nancy Liu is live for us in Los Angeles tonight with what hospitals are seeing as a result. Nancy.
And Marnie, according to Nielsen data, the sale of alcohol outside of bars and restaurants is up about 25% since the pandemic started. And while there are no formal studies indicating a connection, it appears that the uptick in alcohol-related admissions is about the same level at many hospitals. You might say whining about the pandemic has been happening on two fronts. Alcohol sales are not only up sharply in stores, there's also significant new growth with restaurant pickup of cocktails and orders through delivery apps. The boozy bonanza has apparently contributed to more admissions for liver disease at Keck Medicine of USC.
Whether it be from losing their job, the financial insecurity, loneliness, boredom, stress from the virus itself, that has led them to drink more. That's caused serious health consequences like alcohol-related hospitalizations.
Hepatologist Brian Lee estimates admissions for alcoholic liver disease are up by about 30% since the pandemic set in. Other major hospitals and clinics also report big jumps. In addition, they're seeing more former alcoholics who have relapsed.
I had lots of patients with alcoholic liver disease, but they were stable. They were doing fine. They were not deteriorating by any means. They were not heading towards transplant, need for transplant or cancer. But this pandemic has really thrown a wrench in things.
And those being admitted with severe liver issues now include more women, minorities, and young people.
In the last few months, we've seen more of younger people than people, I would say people in their anywhere younger than 50. I've had an alcoholic hepatitis cirrhotic patient who we had to do a liver transplant at age 17.
Alcohol use disorder is a chronic disease, and whether this has opened some sort of Pandora's box and that people have started to drink more, and that's something that will continue even beyond the pandemic, I think we really need to keep an eye on.
And according to Dr. Lee, liver damage can happen with women who consume more than one drink a day and with men 2 drinks a day. This is over a long period. This is information that should be shared with a doctor, since often there are no symptoms when it comes to liver disease. Live in LA, Nancy Liu, NewsNation.